The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you again for joining our second installment of the PVNG Tooltips webinar series. As a reminder, we are going to be doing a monthly webinar highlighting features and functionality within PVNG that we think could be helpful to our user base here. So the goal is going to be to keep these pretty brief, somewhere around 5 to 10 minutes. I know everyone has busy schedules, so we want to be cognizant of that, and just want to provide a quick snapshot of key features throughout PVNG. Some of these may have already been well known, so I apologize to any users on the line if we go over something that you're already familiar with. Please just feel free to reach out to us and let us know if you have any suggestions or anything else that you'd like us to go over as far as topics go when we're overviewing these within the PVNG system. So today, as the title entails here, we're going to be going over drill down functionality within the system. And really that's going to pertain to the various financial reports that are built within PVNG. So while this is a very important topic and has a lot of applicability, it's a bit of a short one, just from an information overview and demo standpoint. So if we have some time, I might just touch on some of the financial report writing capabilities in the system as well. So I'm going to go over a couple of quick slides here from a PowerPoint standpoint, and then from there we'll jump into the demo. So as far as drill down goes, what we found is people might overlook the process of reviewing financial statements as a place where technology can apply, but we see that a bit differently, where this can be really a great point to utilize the technology we have available to get into some more of the detail here and provide some benefits to the user. So utilizing some of these digital financial statements, you're going to have the ability to start at a financial statement level, drill down to summary, trial balance information, all the way down to detail and an invoice image. So we can start at a high level, get you down to those details that you're going to need to be able to complete your financial analysis. So again, I'm going to touch on this in the demo. This was just a quick example that I wanted to provide. But all of this, the nice thing is through PVNG, you're going to be able to accomplish this analysis by just simply pulling up a single financial statement and drilling through those details. So it's sort of a one-stop shop for you to accomplish this. So let's go ahead and jump into the demo here to go over a couple of examples on really where this applies to everyone on the line here. So within my financial statement setup here, or running my financial statements, you're going to have the ability to pick and choose which financial report we're running, as well as a number of fields up top or filterable criteria. So I can pick a date range, font, sizes and formats, the layout of the financial statement, things like that. But the most important thing to touch on here is making sure that you're enabling this drill down capability, because that's really going to be what we're going to be going through here today. So on the summary operating statement, if I go ahead and run one of those, once I get into the actual financial statements itself, and one other thing you want to have set up here is to run these via HTML. Otherwise, it's going to export that feature to a various format there if you want to view it through the system. But from there, here's kind of our generic layout of a summary operating statement. Again, all financial reports do have some customization capabilities to them. But using what we have in our demo here, anything with a blue hyperlink, I'm able to click into additional detail on. So let's say within my current month actuals, I want to look at F&B expenses. From there, we're going to be directed to a summary trial balance. It's going to show me all of my various GL accounts, beginning balance, debits, credits, net change, ending balance, prior year. From here, if I want to get down to the individual transactions as well as invoice level detail, I can pick on either my debits or credits. So cost of food sales, I'm going to select my debit transactions here. From there, within my cost of food sales, we have each transaction for the date range that I ran, with also a source and a reference field added to that. So within that source and reference field is where I'm able to drill down to additional detail on. So on the source side here, I can click on this and I can actually see that general ledger entry here on sort of what hit the books. And then I can also see an individual invoice image as well. So again, starting high level and being able to drill down into the finer details, of the various transactions. So that's just one example on the summary operating statement. One other report that I'll run really quickly here, since we have a little bit of time, would just be a daily revenue report, just to show you kind of how that source GL entry there can be a bit different. This one's going to be more focused, obviously, on the revenue side here. So when I look at my daily revenue report, again, I'm going to just get a little bit closer in here. If I want to look at my current or previous day rooms revenue, and then see my segmented revenue here and see within the retail segment what occurred. And we can see we have a transaction here. Now this one, if I click on the source, has a bit more detail behind that. So my first transaction I clicked on was a simple debit credit entry. This is actually an income journal import. So this would be the property management system data that was brought over to do a general ledger entry on. So just showing you a different flavor, a different report of kind of how you can drill into that detail. From a drill down standpoint, that's really everything I had to cover. There is the ability to do so within trends, but Kim will be overviewing trend reports here, so I don't want to steal any thunder there. I did mention talking about just some of the setup side of things, and don't want to get into too much detail here, but within your report setup, this is really where all the financial reports are driven out of and where they're created. So within here, when you're constructing a financial report, you have the ability to build kind of what's within your different rows or columns, and then what's within the various rows of that financial statement. And then from there, the capability to run custom formulas or calculations within there that can be applied to these, which just really allows a lot of flexibility when creating different financial reports out of the system. So like I said, we want to keep these pretty brief. Please stay tuned because we do have another tooltips webinar coming out here in April that's going to go over those trend reports. And like I said earlier, please reach out to Kim or myself if you have any questions on anything that we've overviewed or any suggestions for future topics for us to cover. So I will leave the contact information up here for 30 seconds or so. But again, thank you everyone for the time today, and I hope everyone has a great day.